is for the ones who care.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. My name is hughwizzy and you're watching another video. Another beautiful video with me, myself, and you. I hope you're well and enjoying this regular stream of constant content that will keep coming your way as the days progress in this beautiful transfer window where sensational scenes, big money moves are happening, deals are being done, not by Arsenal. So if you're an Arsenal fan, hopefully you're as much of a football fan and still have an interest, because this isn't for you, my son. If anything, we're going to be talking about a couple of things that may well piss you off. However, we have got some big news for those fans of other football clubs that actually do enjoy doing business, improving their clubs during the window. And we're going to kick things off with the news that Barcelona are basically swapping keepers with Valencia. Neto and Jasper Cillessen will be exchanging clubs. Brazilian goalkeeper, 29 years old, currently playing for Valencia, and he is moving to Barcelona for £23.4 million. His market value is actually going up consistently. He's aging like a fine wine. And if we go over to Jasper Cillessen's page, here we can see that the former Ajax goalkeeper will be moving from Barcelona to Valencia for £31.5 million. Now that is just where I'm like, what? Arsenal are getting €3 million for David Ospina, who is also a fully fledged international, but actually gets regular minutes and starts for his club. But why would I expect anything else? Let's move on. Chelsea news, because even though they are in the middle of a transfer ban, Chelsea Football Club have managed to secure the signing of Mateo Kovacic on a permanent deal from Real Madrid. €50 million with add-ons included. Total agreement is close now. That's a done deal. €50 million, about £45 million. And Chelsea have managed to secure the signing of a player for Arsenal's whole transfer budget during a transfer ban. Incredible stuff and infuriating for Arsenal fans around the world. But Chelsea have secured the signing of Mateo Kovacic. Okay, next up we've got Romelu Lukaku, could well be on the move from Manchester United. He's become a little bit of a meme, this guy, but he does still have quite a lot to offer the game, and his goal-scoring record is sensational for a man of his age. That said, Inter Milan are about to offer a 2-year loan deal with £8 million up front. Conte really seems to like him. He's a big fan of him. I think that Lukaku wanted to go to Chelsea when he left Everton and would have loved the opportunity to work under Conte, who obviously won the Premier League in his first season. Yeah, he seems to really respect Antonio Conte, and I'm sure that there are legs to this. So the Italian club have met with the Belgian representative Federico Pastorello, and they've been told that Lukaku wants the move. There you go, you can see it's a 2-year loan deal, £9 million, with an obligation to buy for 53.8, taking the total to 62.8. And Conte is a huge admirer of him and tried to sign him when in charge of Chelsea. He scored 27 goals in his first season at the club, but only managed 15 last season. Let me know your thoughts about that one. Romelu Lukaku does appear to be on his way to Italy. He's probably not enjoyed himself that much, to be honest. It may well be time to get out of Manchester while you can, Romelu. Next up, we're going to go to Juventus, who appear to have agreed personal terms with Matthias de Ligt. The internet running amok with these contract terms, ridiculous contract terms of £12 million a year. It's a 5-year deal which will take him to 2024, plus another £8 million in add-ons. A ridiculous deal. And Juventus have jumped ahead of PSG in the race to sign de Ligt. PSG can't offer Raiola or the player a release clause because they are in Ligue 1 and there's no release clauses in Ligue 1. So it's a more attractive offer right now in Juventus and Turin. Obviously, Juventus's backline is aging, has been for quite some time. They're dropping like flies now, aren't they? So they really need to freshen it up, and I think they're prepared to go big here. But I would stress that Paris Saint-Germain are still in the race. Very interesting to see where this one goes. We're going to move on, though, to another absolutely massive deal. And that is the news that Benfica have officially bid €126 million, that's about £112.9 million, for 19-year-old Joao Felix. Sensational money. This kid they see as a replacement for Antoine Griezmann, who I believe is going to be announced as a Barcelona player in the coming days. £107 million deal, or €107 million deal, for Antoine Griezmann from Atleti to Barcelona, and €126 million for the services of 19-year-old starlet Joao Felix, the 19-year-old teenager. Incredible. 126 million. I mean, it's going to be one of the most expensive deals of all time. It's one of the most sensational deals of all time. This is a kid who potentially they're talking about being the new Cristiano Ronaldo. He's certainly going to be the new Antoine Griezmann if this deal does actually go over the line. And it looks like it's going to, because there's no way that Benfica could possibly consider not taking this amount of cash for a teenager, regardless of how good he is. €126 million. I think that's about £112.9 million. If I've seen £113 million, well-respected journalists seem to think that that is a done deal. This would also suggest that there's big money being moved around already. So here we go. It's sensational money, this, and I really worry that he's made the wrong decision. I'm not going to lie. He's quite a weak guy, and I don't know if I would trust Simeone to be the manager that brings this guy through. I get that, sleight of frame does not always matter, but I feel like there's such a physical side, and there's going to be so much demanded of him with a price tag like this. He's not going to be able to have a loose touch without being judged. And I don't know, I guess the Neymar and Mbappe transfers have just ruined everything to the point where it's just like you have 6 months of a good season and suddenly you're worth. This is a massively overpriced deal. The potential of this guy to be incredible and at the top and elite level for the future is great. The pathway will now be set for him, right? They will do everything to bulk him up and whatnot, but I do worry that he's made the wrong decision. And we move now to Premier League news, and unfortunately for Arsenal fans, there's Tottenham news, as they have really gone in. They've gone big. It's been 17 months since Tottenham signed a player, and they've signed two for the price of a few, really. Lyon and French midfielder Tanguy Ndombele, £60 million. And Ndombele's deal will be confirmed very soon, because he has been at the training ground today in Enfield. Ndombele is 22 years old and will become Pochettino's first signing since Lucas Moura 17 months ago. Incredible scenes. Spurs finishing fourth in the Premier League, but they obviously reached the Champions League final despite making no signings last year. It is 11 years, 123 days, 18 hours, 33 minutes and 48 seconds since Tottenham last won a trophy. But Tottenham are making signings. Big signings, two big signings. The first signings that they have made for 17 months. In fact, the last signing that they made was Lucas Moura in 2018. I believe January 2018. Is that a thing? January 2018 from PSG. Yes, it is a thing. Correctamundo. You have the knowledge. You are the one, the prophet, the true, the only. Now, the facts being, Tottenham signed no players and got to a Champions League final and came fourth in the Premier League. And now they really are capable of going big with the money that they've made, the way that they've grown. Even though they are moving into, or just have moved into, a brand spanking new stadium, state-of-the-art, high definition, 4K screens. Two players for 70 mil. 60 mil on Lyon and France star midfielder Tanguy Ndombele, who is one of the best midfielders in world football right now. He's 22 years old and has the potential to be a real superstar. And I'm not joking, Arsenal fans. This could be one of the pieces of the puzzle that sees Tottenham really able to push for a title challenge in the Premier League. Make no mistake about it. I am not biased enough at all to pretend that this is not a fantastic signing. And this guy's potential and the way that he could suit the league, I think, could see Tottenham's midfield really improving if they can get rid of one of Dyer or Wanyama and somehow use Ndombele with Winks. Hopefully keep Ericsson, or we've got a really good balanced midfield going on here. If I see the guy in the shirt, they've pulled off a fantastic signing. This one about to be announced. He is in Enfield today, right about now. I'm expecting an announcement imminently. Medicals are going to be happening, and Pochettino is looking obviously to splash cash and reward the likes of Harry Kane and Dele Alli with some real quality around them. Okay, the Standard is saying that Arsenal are close on William Saliba and Kieran Tierney. Negotiations continue. With Saliba, the club want £26.5 million, that's 30 million euros, and they also want the centre-back on loan next season. And obviously we're little bitches, so we're running away and running back, trying to save pennies, and still going to send him back for the year. Incredible. Unai Emery's keen for Saliba to join up sooner than that, but Arsenal are understood to be seriously considering those terms. We cannot be considering those terms because we cannot be taken seriously if we are fucking loaning out 18-year-olds who we expect to start in the Premier League. Either way, we're fucked. Either way, we're fucked. Don't be fucking serious club. We are not a serious club. We're not. Arsenal are not a serious club. Make no mistake about it. Right? They're still in negotiations though, and only have a transfer budget of £40 million. It's gone down from 45. Fucking hell. What's happened to getting rid of Welbeck, Cech, Ramsey, all these fucking guys? What's the wage bill the only thing that gets affected? Do we not get transfer budget out of that? Oh, fucking hell. Incredible club. Torreira's actually come out, though, and said that he's happy at the club and that it's a load of nonsense, so I'm glad to see that that's the case. However, AC Milan don't seem to have been scared off or put off by that at all, and they are apparently preparing another £35 million bid. We'll see whether Arsenal will hold their own. We'll see what kind of balls this club have got. If we're offered 35 million, I'm not sure whether we'll be able to say no, but we will see. Lucas Torreira, I don't think, is going to be going anywhere. Lucas Torreira has announced that he's actually happy at the club, and its whole story was a load of bollocks. He's just taking time to adapt to the weather, but we knew that. Now, the Martinelli signing looks like it could be announced on July the 1st with the new kits at the launch, so your £6 million Brazilian 18-year-old could be the one that's unveiled in those kits. Apparently Edu is behind this deal, even though officially he can't be announced because he's still working for the Brazilian Football Federation, and there is a release clause of £1.6 million. So obviously Arsenal Football Club, being the type that we are, wouldn't be able to pay that to get him out and get him to business. But apparently this is a deal that is the likely work of Edu. Martinelli, £6 million, 18-year-old, will be announced next month. He currently is playing for Brazilian side Ituano, and he's scored some beautiful goals. If you YouTube him, he looks like the second coming, or like an upgraded Richarlison. Huge potential, definitely going to have to bulk up or he'll get snapped in half because he looks like a bit like a twiglet. But apart from that, very exciting signing, technically very gifted, this kid. We don't know how good he really is, but hopefully that is going to be confirmed soon, because obviously we are begging for a signing. We don't seem to really have much direction. We don't even have a technical director, right? Sven Mislintat has probably left us a list of some sort. We probably paid him for a list and just said, we can't employ you anymore, but can we have the list of players? So we're probably going for the same players, but an agreement has been reached to sign the... Is he 17 or 18? I think he's 8. It's when he turns 18. The 18-year-old Gabriel Martinelli, €8 million or £6.5 million. There you go. He's following Arsenal on social media, so it does look likely to happen. Fantastic to be linked with some superstars of the future. Hopefully Arsenal are linked to some superstars of the now, but I'm going to love you and leave you. Hope you're all doing well, enjoying the content. Please make sure that you subscribe if you're new and drop the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen. For now though, I've been hughwizzy, and this has been a lot of fun. Peace.